Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Book Bite. Today we will be making guacamole tomato dip from the Taste of Home Fresh and Easy cookbook. If you recall our first week of Book Bites, we actually made frozen fruit slushies from this very same cookbook, and it is filled with a chalk ton more amazing recipes. To make your tomato guacamole dip, you will need 1 small tomato, and you'll also need 2 ripe avocados and half a teaspoon of minced garlic. You'll need about 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and you'll need half a teaspoon of salt. Don't forget the 3 tablespoons of sour cream. And don't forget the most important part, the tortilla chips. Okay, now that you have all your ingredients, your first step is to take your avocados, peel and chop them. If you don't know how to cut an avocado, it's completely fine, been there. What you're gonna wanna do is take a small paring knife, make sure it's sharp. You're gonna take it and you're gonna cut all along the sides to make a straight line until you can twist it and take it apart. Now that you've cut your avocado in half and it looks something like this, you should be able to see that it's nice and green, meaning it's ripe, and it should be just a tiny bit squishy. Okay, now that your avocados are halved and seeded, you're going to want to take it and just peel off that skin from the green part. Okay, now that we have peeled our avocados, now we are going to just slice them up. Ready? Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing with our second avocado. Okie dokie, now that you're done peeling and chopping up your avocados, you're gonna take your tomato, slice it in half, and you're gonna seed it. So you're gonna scoop out all that seed and all that ooey gooey stuff. And then lastly, once you're done that, you can chop it into small little cubes for your guacamole. Welcome to Joelle's quick course on how to prepare garlic. Okay, once you get your clove of garlic, it should come in like this white stringy clump. And once you peel back that outer layer, you should find a bunch of these little cloves. They'll look just like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to peel out this like outer shell to kind of like reveal this like little white kind of pale core. And then after that, you're going to mince it. And what mincing is chopping it up very, very finely. So it's very, very tiny. Another alternative to this would be some people like to grate their garlic, but I find that it can be a little tricky because it can get stuck in the grate pretty easily. Now that you're done mincing your garlic, you can now move on to juicing your limes. You'll need about a tablespoon, which is roughly about half a lime. Once you kind of get more experience, it'll be easier to kind of eyeball when you're juicing lemons or limes or anything like in that nature. Also, make sure when you're juicing a lime or lemon that if you have any open wounds, please wear gloves. You'll thank me later. Okay, so what you're going to do is take your lime that's halved. You're gonna make a little X. X marks the spot. Also be careful, don't let it squirt in your eyes. That would be bad. And just working your way around with your thumb and squeezing the lime so all the juice collects at that bottom. And then when you're ready, you can just tip it over and it should all fall out. Okay, now in a bowl, you're gonna take your avocados and add in your lime juice, and then you're gonna mash it all up. Once that's done, now you can slowly mix in your tomatoes. After that, you can now put in your sour cream, garlic, and salt. Okay, so before we serve our guacamole, we're just gonna let it sit in the fridge for about 5 minutes. Okay, while we wait, here's a fun fact about avocados. Fun fact, the avocado wasn't given its proper name until the year 1696. And the fruit was also introduced as the alligator pear tree. And yes, yeah, you heard me right, the avocado is actually a fruit. I know it doesn't taste that sweet, but it does come from a flowering plant and contains a seed.
That's good guac.
Excuse my language, but holy guacamole! That's all we have today. Thank you for tuning into Book Bites, and remember, when you tune into Book Bites, always bring your appetite. Do you have a really good recipe? Well, email at me at joellebreer@fortfrancis.ca along with an associated memory, and you could be featured in the Fort Francis borrowable cookbook. Well, see you next week.
To Del Taco, they got a new thing called free shavacado. Free